I did not like that song. What I heard of it anyway. I don't know how you guys felt about it. Man alive, I'm tired.
Hey.
I got more water. Went to the bathroom, stretched like the tiniest bit. But I'm just so sleepy. I mostly just laid with my with my eyes closed. Okay, let's read about Court of Spirits. Buanthi was prepared to fight a mob of angry spirits in the circle of Audra Pillars, but quickly discovered that the Shades simply wanted resolution to a number of old disputes. Surprisingly cognizant for spirits, the Shades presented their cases over several long hours. Buanthi acted as the group's arbiter, handing down decisions and putting the spirits to rest. After the last pair of bickering shades faded into the beyond, Buanthi discovered the remains of previous trespassers, including a fine belt of meditative chimes on the belt of an unfortunate monk. Cool. Concentration plus 25? A hot damn. I will have that.
Hey.
Yes, I will have you. What hurt your ears? What hurt your ears? Did the dizziness go away? Hell no. I don't try to fix what's wrong with me. I know better than that. Oh, my burp? That hurt your ears? Well, I'm sorry, but you've got sensitive little baby ears or something. It wasn't that mighty. Who are you? You're a drunk guy. Who are you, though? Oh, brutal lord. No thanks. Hey, I just need a second of your time. No, you're drunk. Leave me alone.
Greetings.
Oh, 100% volume. Okay, gotcha. So totally your fault, then. La da da. Don't ask me why I'm keeping these. I just am. I have so much crap in here. Holy! I did not know all this stuff was in here. Okay. Right, this duplicates a thing. Got some scrolls. She's just holding the overflow. I really need to go through these and see what I want, even. Inaccurate. Wait, can I put this on my head? I can't put anything on my head. Inaccurate blind immunity sneak attack bonus. That's silly. What do you have on your regen? 1 endurance per 3 seconds. Is that really helping you? Concentration would be good to have on either of them. Damage reduction, wood skin. Let me switch. Like, chimes go better with her, theoretically. Like, role-playing wise. Yeah. No, I definitely, I did respond to you. It's revenge for all your puns. Hell yeah, man. But yeah, I said that I'm definitely still a little bit like lightheaded for no fucking reason. But that I also don't try to fix what's wrong with me because I know better than that. It's like if I don't know what's causing something, there's zero way for me to fix it. I'm just going to assume that it's because I'm extra tired. So maybe I'm not like breathing well enough. Get the fuck out, Pancake.
I must say, I'm impressed.
Yep. I really wish that I wasn't so fucking tired. It's just really annoying. But like, I don't even have the energy to be that annoyed. I kind of want to switch her out for him, but I don't want to... Oh, he's only level 8 now. But like, I can't be bothered at this point. But I really want to figure out what his deal is. I guess I'll just have to play the game again, huh? Hopefully my focus is better when I'm at work. Yeah. You mean like any amount of focus? I'm teasing. Okay, drunkard left. Distant relative of Nelda has arrived requesting they be freed in exchange for coin. Well... I don't know if I want to release her, like... Yeah, whatever. I wonder if I can just hit the release button.
Never been out this way before. Hard to believe it's the same country.
I mean, in order to, like, have the relative be happy. Oh my gosh, they just have Stalagers hanging out. It did happen. The warriors say the strange man broke... The warriors saw the strange man break in. How could the Estromor intruder sneak over the grounds to Elm's Reach? Okay, so that's probably where that... Kickstarter peoples. Ugh. Yeah, that sounds terrible. This is a nice place. I'm a fan. Ooh. I made it over here. I'm on the other side of the river. Are you happy? I'm happy. I cannot be bothered to sit up straight today. Holy Rotuk. Riggedy Rogedy. Celestial sapling. Merla, that Glenfathan witch sold me useless twigs and herbs. Does she take me for a fool? This will not stand. I've been swindled, and Alarhi will pay something. She'll pay! That witch! She'll... Fuming with anger and pacing in tiny circles, the Valian merchant aims his wild rant at you as you approach. You there! Have you come to trade with the savages? Learn from my example and take your business elsewhere. Spittle accents his every sentence. Liars! Cheats! Swindlers! That duplicitous bitch Alarhi. She claimed to be selling Elarth Gola flower buds, but all I have now is 6 bushels of common houseplants. The herbs are useless. He throws a handful of dried plants to the ground, stomping on the brittle stems and leaves, kicking up pungent, savory scents. I'll get my money back from that swindling savage. Whew! Just trip her. I would just be an asshole right back to her. But that's because I'm a little bit vindictive. I would, but she's pregnant. Fuck! John Pope's like, I don't care, fuck her up. What do you intend to do about this? What did Alarhi say when you confronted her? What is Elarth Gola? Let me see what you have for sale, or get the fuck out of my face. What do you say? Nothing of substance, he quickly mutters. She defended herself, of course, saying the herbs were legitimate. Why wouldn't she lie? No one will value my word over hers. He spits on the ground. Alarhi can lie with impunity when surrounded by her gangs of savage thugs. And what's this plant? Renato's rage abates for a bit, and his face twists into a nervous smile. Elarth Gola is a plant that grows in the jungles of Erglanfoth. He clears his throat, lowering his voice. When dried and consumed or brewed into a tea, it's known to enhance one's drive for the better pleasures in life. You tested the remedy on yourself. Well, Renato fidgets in place, his hands smoothing the creases in his tunic. How can I sell a remedy if I have not tested it? Of course I tried the herb. Imagine what would have happened if I peddled this pale imitation. Renato clears his throat. His voice grows quiet. The herb did not have its intended effect. The only thing it made hard was not vomiting. What do you intend to do about this? Oh, John Pope, that's terrible. Yeah, that's a wise move, and you also get to see if you have good management or not. Because when I tried to do that when I worked in the bridal store, the consultant that made trouble with everyone and was an asshole to everyone and made trouble with the clients, and like, she was just terrible. But she was the owner's pet, so nothing ever happened to her other than, now Cheryl, you can't do this. The woman was like 30-something. 30-something-year-old woman. Still behaving like a fucking child. Starting drama. It's like, why don't you dock her pay then? That's the only thing that she would have actually listened to. Anyway. If she wasn't there, that place would have been so much better. When I get my hands on... Renato halts his sentence, his eyes darting about at the nearby Glenfothen guards. I'm in the Savage's home court, so it's my word against hers. Where does that leave me? I'd be a fool to threaten her here on tribal soil. He sighs, pressing on his temples. I cannot sell this worthless herb to recover my coin, and I am powerless to confront Alarhi. I don't suppose... He looks up at you, sizing you up. If you were willing to mediate, perhaps you could succeed where I failed. I would, of course, pay you handsomely for your troubles. I'll see what I can do. Why do you feel like Schlorp? Because I'm tired all the time.
Hey.
How are you doing, Arlie? She got sent home? Oh my gosh, that's funny.
Of course.
Yeah, if management is actually, like, good, then you can usually settle things in a reasonable fashion. Let's talk to these guys. You want up, I pull. Mind your manners, foreigner, and be welcome.
Hey.
Where does up go? I think up goes to a different spot, though. Alright, let me save, because I don't want to make them angry. Druids have a wide variety of area effect offensive spells. Why, hello. I want to look in the trees. Look at this place. This is so neat. Could buy passage to the Republics, maybe. They just have an antelope companion. That's so cool! The unusual stone pulses with warmth. I would sit near it too. Got some ogres, some nobles. Let's talk to the innkeep. Doing great. I don't work tonight. Got my car stuff taken care of and I'm playing a new game soon. Ooh, what are you gonna play?
Gods keep you.
A middle-aged elven man stands behind the counter of the inn. He has a warm, open face and smiles pleasantly in greeting as you approach. Welcome, welcome. Yeah. That never works. Gotcha, bitch. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, don't do this, but we're not pointing fingers. That doesn't fucking work. That was the old management at the bridal store I used to work at, too. Candy would just be like, oh, we have to have a meeting to talk about this stuff that you guys can't, like, shouldn't do. And it's like, none of us are doing any of this. It is this one person who has the problem. You know who has the problem. She causes problems with the customers, with other employees. She causes constant problems. I didn't say to Candy, have a meeting with her. Or, like, have a meeting with everyone. I said, pull her aside and tell her that this shit is not going to stand. But no, don't listen to me. Because clearly this has worked. Like, bitch worked there for how many years? Has it worked yet? Has having these stupid meetings worked yet? No. Middle-earth Shadow of War. Cool. Super excited. I don't think I'll be able to sleep much. I'm such a little kid. Aw, that's nice, though. I'm always glad to see a new face. Take a seat where you like, my friend. It seems to me you've walked a long road. All are welcome here, and those with interesting stories most welcome of all. Can I see what you have for sale? I'd like a room. I'd like to hire someone. Who are you? Tell me about this place. My name is Eleutherion. They call me Haggard Shoes for all the walking I used to do and all the boots I wore down, but those days are well behind me. My eyes have seen a great deal, and now my ears get their fill from the travelers who come through here. Tell me about this place. Of course. Eleutherion's face brightens. I founded the inn many years ago, but in many ways its tale begins much earlier. It was while I was returning from a long journey south that I first heard the story of the tree upon which this inn rests. Hundreds of years ago, a strange event occurred. The sky was troubled that night, with many stars falling across the sky, and one of those same stars began to plummet instead towards Eora. It fell here, striking a young tree and burying itself within it like a fiery heart. But the tree survived, and over the years it grew and grew and grew twice as big as its fellows in half the time, until it reached the size you see now and grew no more. Hearing the tale, I knew I must find the truth, and you see it there. He gestures toward the large stone at the center of the room. Around the tree's heart I built this inn, to welcome all travelers who might look upon it. That's cute. I don't really need anything. I am really lightheaded. Yeah, same. Same. Or even worse, they take both me and the problem girl. It's like, why are you involving me? I didn't do shit. Yeah, should try to throw you under the bus and, like, make it seem like you were doing a thing, and then because she knows that you said something, like, then she can treat you even worse if they don't do anything. Have a moment? I'd like a word with you. I want to see who you are first.
Good day to you.
A slender woman in dusty leathers locks eyes with you. It's good to see someone from more civilized lands around here. Her unkempt hair sprouts in wavy black tufts. Despite the fine features that sculpt her face, a cleft chin completes her boyish appearance. I'm learning firsthand the many shortcomings of Glenfathan hospitality. Her gloved hand comes to rest on the pommel of a long estoc cinched low on her hip. I can almost forgive the hostility toward outsiders, but the temperate taverns and these watered-down drinks, inexcusable. I hope I don't seem too forward, but I've heard of you. A sly smile carves a dimple on her cheek. You're famed among the dozens, and that makes us allies. She gives you a coquettish sideways glance. And allies, well, they help each other, do they not? Who are you? What do you need? What's your deal? Do you see a transparent overlay? Yep, it happens sometimes. I don't know why. It just does. Oh, shit! Finally! Yeah, you finally actually used it for the right thing. Thank you. But I'm glad that I keep forgetting that I can't do control. I can't switch scenes when I'm in dialogue or it selects an option. The woman pats dust off her leggings and gives you an exaggerated curtsy. Where did I leave my ambassadorial manners? She flashes a mocking smile. I am Swyneth. Pleasure to meet you. She lifts an eyebrow with a blushing smirk. For the time being, though, I'm just another Estermore minding her own business. What do you need? My friends have drawn some unwanted attention. Swyneth looks to both sides, scanning for uninvited listeners. Glenfathan scouts, and not just any mob of local zealots, the Fangs. She pauses to let the name settle in the air. The Fangs are a brutal, relentless bunch, eager to make an example of troublesome outsiders. I'm tired. Like, I'm so tired that I feel like I'm not breathing enough. Do you guys know when that happens? As for why I need your help, her smile widens as she speaks. I need someone to warn the expedition that trouble is coming, and I need someone ready to fight if it comes to that. What did they do, and what are you fighting? She taps her hand on the pommel of her estoc. With any luck, we'll reach my friends before the Fangs do, but if not, the Fangs have a reputation to uphold, so this might require spilling blood. Aww. I feel like I can't get a full breath no matter whether I'm breathing from my diaphragm or not. Like, it feels like I'm breathing the way I would if I were sleeping. If that makes any sense at all. Why aren't you with your friends? What did your friends do? Just setting foot in Air Glenfath is a good way to offend the tribes. I don't know how they picked up our trail. I suspect one of our newer scouts didn't cover his tracks well enough. When I spotted the Fangs, they were retracing a path the expedition had taken days before. I don't want to help you. Why aren't you with them? Her posture stiffens at the question. It was my turn to handle Far Patrol. I spotted the Fangs on my trek back to camp. I knew that rejoining the main group would risk leading the enemy right back to the expedition. I know the woods, and I know how to stay quiet, but I didn't want to stake my friends' lives on my ability to sneak past expert hunters like the Fangs. If they noticed me warning my friends, would have been overrun. Swyneth tilts her head to the side and points to you with a grin. But if they notice me and some reinforcements, like, say, you, Well, at least then we can scare them off or put up a good fight. I don't want to do this. Why are you sneaking around? I like to think we're on a mission of reclamation. Swyneth darts a shrewd smile. It is said that our armies left behind many valuables in their hasty retreat from Air Glanfath back at the end of the War of Black Trees. So the way I see it, we're simply gathering up what our ancestors left behind. I doubt that the Glanfathans will agree with me on this, she adds with a dimpled smile. I don't agree with you either. My expedition set out from Defiance Bay, heading directly east to cross into Glenfathan lands. I split off once we arrived at the Bale, the natural frontier between our nations. The plan was for me to keep my eyes on the Glenfathans while the main group scoured the target area. For days we eluded them. She walks her fingers over the back of her leather glove, leaving a trail on its dusty surface. But the Fangs got wise to our presence. Your friends are trespassing. By local custom, they're criminals. Swyneth frowns and blinks at you several times. You'll forgive me if I'm not sympathetic with face painters and their barbaric laws. I'm not pretending that what we're doing is noble. I just don't believe trespassing is a crime that warrants execution. Okay, bye. But time is of the She puts a gloved finger to her mouth and stops herself. I understand your apprehension, but I hope you will reconsider, and soon. Fuck no.
Hey.
Yeah, this is not a constant thing, it's just right now. I think it's just because I'm extra tired. And then also trying to talk a lot because I'm streaming. Armoire? This is too much. Normally I'd read that, but I don't want to.
A simple test. That's settled.
Ooh, topaz. Poems and a dictionary.
Hey.
Yes?
What?
Ready, Watcher.
Yes?
Of course.
Carnivals. No, I didn't, when we went to the amusement park, I didn't see anybody doing face painting. Hi, monk. I want to look at your stuff first. The bed rocks with the gentle swaying of the trees. Hi.
Well met, friend.
The monk massages his temples, his face buried in his palm. As you approach, he looks up. This room needs a proper door, he mutters. My brothers and I rented this space that we may have some measure of privacy in this foreign land. Perhaps you could find another room here at the inn. I met another monk in robes like your own. He died of his wounds right as I found him. The monk's eyes widen. His fists curl in a cracking barrage of popping joints. Robes like ours, you say? Was he carrying anything? Did he tell you anything? Hand you anything? Please. We've been waiting for another of our order to meet us here, and if you found him... All eyes fall to the floor as the monks begin to whisper chants in unison to their fallen friend. Show him the message. He gave me this missive. Hand me that, the monk exclaims as he snatches the missive from your grasp. Almost immediately his face turns red. I mean, please, this is of great importance. Breaking the seals, the monk unrolls the handwritten scroll contained within and quickly reads the message, his lips breathlessly mouthing the text. He turns to address his brothers. My brethren, the arch-martyr has sent word. At long last, we now have what we need. Thank you, stranger, the monk says, folding his hands in front of him as he bows deeply. Your honest soul is to be applauded. I admit I was surprised when you handed me the message. I expected the seals to be broken. The monk turns red, his face smiling for the first time. I am glad to see common decency is not yet lost from this world. He reaches into the folds of his robes. Here, your honesty must be rewarded. Thank you. I'm glad that you're happy. Think you found a place to move, and it's really close to your sister, which fucking sucks. But you're closer to the river and nature. Well, just because you're closer to her doesn't mean you have to to hang out with her more.
Of course.
Okay. So we've done everything here, except for help that one lady, which I don't want to do because they knew that it was against the rules and they did it anyway. Yeah, but still. She's a cunt. So don't hang out with her. Like, you don't have to see her. The pulleys and struts disappear into the branches of a massive elm more than 100 feet overhead. Interesting. We were up 100 feet? 100 foots! Okay. Okay, so I came here and went around this house. Oh, we don't have the proper key. All right, then. Yeah, I'd be like, no. No, thank you. I like my alone time and my privacy, so I will in fact never.
Hey.
I will in fact not be helping you out with anything. Also, you're a cunt. I'd probably just tell her she's a cunt, because that's me. This place is really interesting looking. Looks like vertebrae or something. The stones have been worn smooth by centuries of wind and rain. Very neat. I didn't walk past here. Every time I ask her for something, like twice a year, she's busy. Yet I have to be there to help her. Just tell her you're busy. It's easy. You're busy all the time. Interesting house. Hi. The guard places his spear between you and the path that leads beyond the gates. Still, Estremor, the rest of the city is forbidden except by order of one of the Anamfatha. Trespassing in Twin Elms is punishable by death. Nice spirit compensating for something? How do I get permission? He grudgingly points to a long hut in the middle of the district. You can always find one of the Anamfatha in the Passage of the Six. Perhaps Anamenfath Bethwil will listen, if she can tolerate your barbaric language. I mean, I was gonna go get permission anyway. Was not trying to leave just then. Then my mom would call me and say I have to because she's my sister. And does your mom not know that your sister never fucking helps you with anything? And also, let's see, I haven't dropped any frames, so I think it's just you, Wormy. You have micro buffers? It must be on Twitch's end, because I'm not dropping any frames. Frames dropped 0. Just screen your mom's calls, like, who needs a mom? Who needs a mom? I'm not trying to leave. I didn't realize that was the edge of the thing. Don't have to be crotchety with me, I just wasn't looking where I was going. Small issues here and on another channel, blame Twitch. It's kind of weird, and yeah, considering beta everything, I'm inclined to blame Twitch. Well, if I'm not dropping any frames, and obviously I didn't change the, any of my settings or anything, because I'm in the middle of streaming. So it's not like I'm streaming in a higher quality and your computers are trying to catch up or something. You know? Passage of the Six. I'm going to avoid this place for a second.
Touch the butt. Ooh, we're gonna touch the butt. Ooh!
Crazy Chris is touching the butt. Thank you. I appreciate it. Randomly went to commercial? That's very bizarre. Lorelei Rosethorn, you are not a real person. Warrior! The rains have run their course, and trade has returned. And with it, Tamra's impatience. Who dat? It's not going. Wait, what? What is that? How did I— oh, is that what the monks gave me? Fine. Ranged grazes reflect. That's cool.
Touch the butt. Ooh, we're gonna touch the butt. Ooh!
Thank you for touching the butt.
Touch the butt. Ooh, we're gonna touch the butt. Ooh!
Thank you for touching the butt. Oops. I'll keep the supper plate, but I will... Let's compare this one. Yeah, whatever. Let's use the two small ones. Why? Because I want.
Hey.
It's just super delayed. Well, if Twitch was already having problems, I'm not surprised. Hearthsong Market. Cool! I just want to come in this corner. Don't worry about it. That looks like a cute little place. Alright, let's go to market. Market! Market. Kitty! Hi, Kitty. Kitty walked right up to me. Another kitty's walking around. 3 kitties! No, 2 kitties and that's my puppy. Hi, kitties. Oh, I bend down and pet the kitties. Oh, that's so cute. Meow. I heard you meow. What a good cat. Yeah. What good kitties. Whoa. Kids running fast. Addendum added, hard bargain. Alright, well there's a lot of people I can speak with.
Hail, Estramore.
You have the look of a hunter, Estramore. Derwin's weapons may protect the woman who seeks out misfortune, but my supplies will help you survive out in the wilds. May I see your wares? Ranet nods, gesturing to his goods with a sweep of his arm. Yes, so many kitty emotes. And if you look at my BTTV emotes, I added Nicole's cat, Mr. Wiggum. So there's another cat for you to use when you're in the channel. Wonder if I told work that I was Wizard Marcus, that they just let me go stalk or something rather than unloading a truck. I think it matters what you do once you tell them you're Wizard Marcus. Princess Wizard Marcus. Intellect +2. That's pretty good staff. Ebony spider figurine. No. I mean, it's useful to summon shit, but no thanks. You know what I haven't looked at recently? If there are more pets for me to find.
Hey,
Glitter bomb, yeah. Oh, that one's so cute, Bear. The one on the left, the first one. That's so
All right,
cute,
then.
the little tongue sticking out. The musk of strange roots and herbs pervades these shelves. A young girl looks about the market with a disinterested gaze. As you near, she snaps to attention and straightens her posture. "Welcome, Estremor," she says with a curtsy. "Alarhi's not here, so I'm running the shop while she's away." She glides her hands in front of the display cases of poultices and remedies. "If you are looking for herbs, tinctures, oils, or ointments, then I've got everything you'll ever need." "I'm looking for Alarhi. Where might I find her?" "She lives not far from here," the little girl points out at the exit out of the market. "Climb up the stairs at the top, there's a circle of ruins. Do you know it? It's on the north side of Hearthsong. Anyway, her house is right there. The door faces those ruins. Let's see your wares." Her smile widens at your request. "Of course, have a look." Aw, adorable. Adorable. And I'm not gonna bother, though.
hey.
Find her! Stealing.
All
Look
right,
at all these
then.
little kitties. Ripe and juicy, the fruits give slightly under your thumb. Mushy. Mushy,
Hail,
mushy.
Estremor.
Some food for your travels? I hold here many delicious cheeses and fresh fruit. Tell me about your trade. My life is simple and makes a poor tale. I tend to the gardens in my herd, and my family picks this delicious fruit you see behind me. The gods have been kind. I see what you have. You will not regret it, but please, no tasting. I want to buy something from him. For no reason other than I liked him. There you go. There was zero reason for me to buy that, but whatever. Alright, anybody else? Derwin. The fine-grained wood of the shields has been polished to a smooth, even finish.
Estremor.
Estremor. I should change that notice to have the sale thing in there. 'Cause Designed by Humans is having a buy one, get one 50% off, but you need to enter the code, which is arcade in all caps. And I should put that there. And every time I think about it, I just don't do it. This thick-framed woman smiles broadly as you approach. "Ah, I see that you heard it. A good blade has a voice, and it sings to its wielder. What weapon called you forward?" I like my weapons silent, actually. "Let me see your wares. Tell me about your craft." "My weapons speak for themselves, and every man and woman in this market knows my worth. Even that Tamra. I bear the knowledge my father held and his mother before him. Take up one of my blades, and you hold a weapon 5 generations in the making," Derwin snorts. "They say I should not waste such fine weapons on Estremorn. I say a good weapon lying on a rack is the true waste." Well,
Hail,
show me your
Esther
stuff
Moore.
then. You'll need better weapons for the hunt. So it is good I can provide these for you. Let me see. Look all you wish. My weapons are the pride of Air Glanfath. Ooh. Pretty good. Superb. Actually, what did I do with my superb weapon? Star Collar, 14 to 20. Oh, because I'm not, okay. Because I'm not as strong as him, that's why the damage changed. Crushing, piercing. Lost Meadow Mail. It looks really cool. It looks pretty freaking neat. Unforgiven and Resolution. What was I using? I think Resolution is what I was using, yeah? Yeah. Yeah. I don't know, I feel like we have pretty good stuff. Pretty good. A heavy, oily scent emanates from the hides.
Esther Moore?
This tall woman is clad in furred hides. She settles a sharp, dark-eyed gaze on you. I hold here the best hides in Air Glanfath. Hides so thick the Stillager cannot claw through. Boots so supple they will smother the sound of your steps. What's your trade? I bear it on my skin. I sell hides. From every one of Galawain's beasts, Estermorn come from every village to see them, and know us for great hunters. Every hide bears the tale of a great hunt, and our traders bear them in turn to every corner of our lands. Let me see. Then here, look upon the bounty our hunters have provided us. Exceptional armor. Cool. Cool.
Hey.
Alright, that's all I need to do in here. Neat little place. I don't understand people who demand that others smile. All I hear is, lie to me about your feelings. It's often something that older men do to women to like hit on them somehow. I'm like, hello? I'm like, no, thank you. It's not even always older men. I was in South Padre and walking around. Oh, orange tabby cat. Oh, I want him. I want him so bad. A tabby cat snaps out of its placid stupor as you approach. It opens its eyes wide, following your every step before trotting to your side to rub against your leg. Yes! Yes, kitty, yes! Oh my goodness, look at this little baby kitty! Look at this kitty! Oh yes, look at you. This fluffy orange tabby cat looks alertly around the room, tail twitching. It wears a small collar upon which is inscribed the name Pumpkin in careful letters. Pumpkin!
Hey.
Oh, I love you, Pumpkin! Look at that little kitty! Look at you! Oh my gosh, so cute. But yeah, I was in not South Padre. I was at PAX South. And one of the guys that's standing along the Riverwalk, like trying to get people to come in and go to the restaurant, like told me and one of my friends, he was like, smile, and we both just looked at him and went, no. It's like, that's creepy and gross, and like, who are you to tell me what to do with my body. Like, even if you're just trying to make me happy, A, that's not gonna work. B, you don't know what the fuck has gone on in my day, let alone in my life. Like, you have no idea. Someone could have just died. Like, I could have had one of my relatives just die, and you're telling me to smile. I'm always very tempted to lie to them and be like... I'm always tempted to lie just so that they rethink their tactics. Just like, I just want to tell them all these awful things happened to me. And be like, and you want me to fucking smile so that they just never do it again. Pets of Eternity, hell yes. Matches my hair. I need to redo my hair color. I need a haircut. My hair's too long. How's it going, Mike? Now I want to go home and hug my cat. I wish I had a cat to hug. I stole your pet. I don't give a shit. My cat now. If you want someone to smile, give them the reason to smile and accept it if they don't. Don't just order them to smile. Yeah, it's just weird. Ha! Ha! Really great. Good joke, Mike. Really funny. You're clever. As long as you hold still for the pepper spray. It's good shit. The pedestal's shadow creeps around the dais. I'm assuming that's like a, you know, a thing with the stuff. Did I come down here already? Was I here? Yes, I was. Despite its apparently crude construction, the angles of the sod roof are perfectly symmetrical. It hums and vibrates at the activity within. Orland's Cradle. Who dis? What's this house? House, Old Song District, which I can't go to. We'll go to this house first. Look at my little kitty, trotting around. He's so cute. He's so cute. I love orange cats. Lensi. Seeds and husks have been scattered across the floor. The edge of the shelf is daubed with bird lime. Is that to keep birds away so that they don't sit there and poop? Yeah, open it.
That's settled.
I'm not gonna take anything out of it, I just want to know what's in there. Ooh. A ruby and a flask of war paint. Look at the kitty saying hello, so cute.
Hail, Estramore.
Welcome to my home, Estramore. Thanks for opening that chest for me. I am Lensi, healer and guide. What brings you here? Tell me about yourself. The locals have called me a wise woman, a term of respect, I'm sure, but it makes me feel my years. I'm an herbalist and healer. I spend most of my time caring for the ill, helping with the delivery of children, and making remedies for those in pain. I like your songbird. Does it have a name? What bird? What bird are you seeing here? Well, he does, she blushes, but I ought not to have let my friend's daughter name him. The name is long and rather silly. The short version is Beaker. She rolls her eyes and smiles. The next bird I have will be named after an Anamfath. I should be going. I don't see the bird. What bird are you fucking talking about? What? Bird! Did my cat eat the bird? I don't fucking see a bird. I see literally 0 birds in here.
Hey,
I think we just both hallucinated that bird together. It's a special moment. No. No, no. Unless you can, and the game didn't tell me after 70 hours. Hard bargain. Let me save before anything crazy happens. First, I'm gonna look in here. Wow, that's a lot of people just like hanging out, ready to protect her. Spread across a lumpy pallet of straw, the hide blankets are surprisingly soft. I'm just laying in her bed, don't... The dried herbs crunch between your fingers, giving off a sweet floral aroma. An old elven woman stands tall and proud, surrounded by Glanfathan warriors that study your every move. You speak on Renato's behalf, I presume? I knew he would convince someone to do his bidding. I did not expect it to be it would be the I did not expect it would be the Estermore involved in all the chaos at Defiance Bay. It's not my fault. What, Mike? Are you just saying hello? Dude, you want my attention or are you saying hi? Either way. Hello! Hi! Hey, what's up? Reading a book about anti-gravity, it's impossible to put down. Well, I can put you down. She tilts her head to the side and blinks slowly. Does the presence of my armed entourage concern you? You were expecting a defenseless shopkeeper, am I right? Alarhi raises her dye-stained hand just as one of her guards begins to lurch forward. Stillness! She barks at her attendant. Give the Estermore a chance to speak. We are not dear wooden beasts. Here, hospitality reigns. Alarhi nods to you, holding an open hand, her palm and fingers covered in blue and green dye. Envoy of the Valian, speak the message you were sent to deliver. I want to hear your side of the story. The first step of any sensible path, she muses, scratching her chin. Renato did purchase from me several bushes of Elarth Gola, and for it he paid a high price, but did so willingly, saying it was a bargain right as he handed me his copper. It was after our trade that the Valian spit his venom. Alarhi's voice grows angry. Renato accused me of trickery, of fraud, claiming I delivered withered likenesses of Elarth Gola, and not the genuine root. Such nerve! For in truth he is beyond the help of Elarth Gola. He holds a blue-dyed finger in the air before curling it down slowly, smiling as she does. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Oh, that's brutal. Renato's old bow isn't firm enough for a full draw. No amount of Elarth Gola will give him the spear of a young hunter. A fair deal was made, and now Renato objects, angry that his withered family plow is beyond herbal remedies. She has a ton of those. She's like, did you... Wait, which side of my face is dark? This one, okay. She's like, did you want a bunch of euphemisms? Because I've got them. She shakes her head, her voice becoming a growl. I've never sold anyone a remedy I knew to be false. If Renato does not silence his slanderous tongue, we will do it for him. What kind of punishment do you have in mind? Renato has slandered his host, making him no longer a guest. The merchant must vanish from the Twin Elms. She crosses her arms under the sleeve of her robe. But Glanfathan hospitality must be observed always. He is to be given a chance to leave on his feet before he bleeds on his back. Deliver in our name a warning. Ah, shit. Tell Renato that if he does not leave, he will be accused of conspiring to pilfer and Gwithin relics from our lands. He won't risk a trial by the Council of Anamfatha. Alarhi draws a small wooden cage from the folds of her robe. If he won't listen, tell him that his faulty member will end in a cage, just like this black beetle. Food for our birds. Hot damn. I've heard enough. Goodbye. That's a little extreme. Accusing of something he didn't do. No, I told you that if you make shitty jokes, I'm going to ignore them. I've said this multiple times. Especially when I'm not feeling great. It's like, why am I gonna say like, oh, good, you made a joke that I hate. Your jokes suck. Like, I don't want to have to say that every single time. You know that they suck. You say them anyway. You say them anyway, and I just don't have the energy to groan at you. But all I do is make shitty jokes. Womp womp. My joke was a compliment? Learn to compliment better, I guess? Okay. So, I want to see if I can get my reputation up before I do that little quest with Alarhi. Hard bargain. Yeah, spew all your sads. Spew out all your sads. I bet we're gonna have to do something for the lady in here. What is my reputation? Neutral. Okay. All the sads. The Three-Tusk Stalager. The twice-split arrows. Yes, I'm sure. The Anamfatha will not commune together for a season at least. Fisher Crane. Stone Bramble. The Keepers of the Stone. The Guided Compass. This place is neat. Why, hello.
Another Estramore. What do you want?
A middle-aged Orlan woman stands at the back of the longhouse, an expression of irritation on her narrow features. As you approach, she takes a decisive step towards you. Speaking of terrible jokes, I'm gonna get ready to go to work. See you tomorrow. Alright, Wormy. Have a good day. Thank you for hanging out with me, even though I'm not terribly entertaining today. Hopefully tomorrow I'll be more awake. Sagani leans in. Careful. This woman's young for an elder, and looking to prove herself, I think. I want to visit the other districts. I'm looking for another who passed through. None of your business. Looking for another who passed through.
Few Estramoran are given the freedom of our sacred city. That you ask for this person is suspicious.
I agree.
There are reasons we don't let you Estramoran roam our sacred city. Reasons I am coming to understand.
A scowl creases her round face. Has something happened recently? Whatever these reasons, they've got nothing to do with me. You must let me through. I have urgent matters to attend elsewhere. Perhaps we can work out an arrangement. I've no wish to cause a stir. You're having some kind of trouble? Maybe I could help. Yes. She shakes her head. I'm afraid not.
Looters have grown bolder at the sites of the builders. The people of Defiance Bay set fire to their own city. And every week, the Three-Tusk Stelgar bring news of more desperate settlers pushing at our borders, trying to escape their plague of Anolfane children.
Plague? Plague? Excuse me? Do you want to try that again? Suddenly, you feel the presence of someone else in the hall. The Anemfath continues to glare at you, but something has stepped out of her skin. It reaches out to you.
Permitting more strangers the freedom of the city is out of the question right now. Go and be thankful that Anamfath Shimak doesn't sit in the passage of the Six today. He would not be so kind as I.
A vision of an Orlan man appears New Bethel. He has the same green-brown fur and hazel eyes as she does. Help me reason with them, he points behind you. Or behind me. Yeah, he points behind me. Turning, you see the ghostly shapes of 5 other Anamfatha. Another Orlan with tawny fur and a scarred face, a frowning dwarf, a black-furred Orlan, and 2 elves. Who's that other Orlan? He looks just like you. Or perception. I'm using my perception, hell fucking yeah. You're angry about something. I hear it in your voice. What is it? Are the outrages I listed for you not enough? Trouble brews, and none of it is my choosing. The spectral Orlan takes another step from her, setting his foot down with a slow, heavy motion. Tendrils of essence strain between them, and he grimaces and leans forward as if struggling against a gale. The angry Anamenfath winces. War. The spectral Orlan's voice is a rasping croak. They're headed for war. Remind them of Feralt's warning. Does Feralt's warning mean anything to you? I see the soul of an old Orlan on Umfath with your eyes hovering right next to you. You're headed for war. I'm gonna say what he said. Feralt's soul image gasps. Taut threads of essence tug at them, drawing him back into the Anamenfath. He looks up at you again. I tried to tell them. The Builder's souls have touched even the Estromorn.
You'd better explain yourself.
The 2 attending tribesmen look from the Anamenfath to you, their sword hands ready.
Touch the butt. Ooh, we're gonna touch the butt. Ooh!
Ready to touch the butt. Thanks, Ganon. The Builder's souls have touched even the Estromorn. This other Orlan, do you know who he is? There are other souls in this place and in you. You must listen to them. I like 1 and 3 best, but I do want to know who he is.
There's no way you could have known this saying. Not unless you are a Galuth on Anams, a watcher of souls.
Galuth on Anams. She gasps as the last of Feralt's soul fades back into her. The tribesmen gape at you. She takes another step towards you. Who was he? He tried to warn the other tribes about something. What was it? Yes, I'm a watcher. Who was he? She looks sadly down at the flagstones. Someone we should have listened to long ago.
Feralt's warning came before the Broken Stone War. Feralt, my ancestor on my mother's side, was Anamfath of our tribe then. When the Estromoric farmers defiled the Builder's monuments, Feralt urged the other Anamfatha to patience, but louder, angrier voices prevailed.
She folds her clawed hands in front of her and gazes down at them.
Feralt believed that the invaders could be taught to respect the Builders as we do. He also believed the Builders' souls had spread to all peoples, and that we should avoid needless conflict with others. More practically, he worried that a violent response would only spur further bloodshed across the generations, and you can see where we are today.
She spreads her hands. What do you mean? After 2 wars with the Deerwood, his warning is more relevant than ever. At least you don't have the Hollowborn to deal with. Maybe you're better off than you thought. Oh! Perhaps the problem is that you weren't firm enough. Gotta get her some of that, that herb. I'm gonna say the two wars business.
While Ferelt's words were shrewd, they were ignored back then. Simply remembering his warning now will not undo the wars and the changes that the years have seen. There is blood on these stones, and that is all anyone remembers now.
Aw, see, there you go. You're learning. Thanks, Mike. That's very kind of you to say. She presses her mouth into a thin line. An image of polished Audra... Oh, the Audra cube again. Flashes into your mind. There is writing on the sides, but the image is too faint for you to read it. The Ana Menfath turns away from you and looks at the ground, gnawing a pointed claw. So give them something else to remember? Sounds like you've got your own problems. You can't change the past, but your choices now still matter. She looks at you sadly. Yes, that is the problem.
Another Estremor came through here a few days ago and, well, letting him through was a mistake.
No shit.
One I am eager not to repeat. The Guided Compass tribe has a reputation for being too soft with Estremoran. One that will not be improved by my failure to stop this man who has desecrated our most sacred sites.
That sounds like the man I came here to stop. Maybe I could help. Then now's the time to fix things. I know nothing of this man. What's the harm in letting me through? I like all of the first three.
I won't repeat a mistake in my haste to correct it. We bar twin elms from Estremoran to protect the ancient places that the Builders left behind. The Builders left this heritage to us to defend, but they alone had access to it. On this much, at least the 6 tribes agree.
Suspicion creeps back into her eyes. She sighs. Aw, well, did you get any more bits? I haven't tried to get bits in a while. But it had been limiting me to 1. Or 0. Even though I've maybe only done it a handful of times, like, in total. You see the polished Audra cornerstone in your mind. This time, the image is clearer. Each face of the stone is inscribed with a phrase you know by heart. You feel your lips form the words. But I appreciate the thought, anyway. A gift from the builders of civilization to the guardians of their legacy. May the guardians watch the door while the builders keep the key.
These were the words given to the keepers of the stone.
Bethel stares back at you, her tiny pointed teeth visible through her gaping mouth. I know. What do they mean? So I can enter the rest of the city? I know.
Very well. The city is yours to explore. Tell the guard at the gate that you come to see the cornerstone with the blessing of the Guided Compass. If the gods have truly returned one of the builders to us, find the Delimgon of Ter Evron in Elm's Reach. If the gods have sent you here with a purpose, the Delimgon will know.
She runs her hands over her ears, thinking. In the meantime, I shall be here to assist you. I'd like to know more about you. I am the Ana Menfath of the Guided Compass. Like many Anam Fatha, I have leadership in my blood. While tribal authority is not strictly hereditary, we believe that strong leaders can impart a portion of their soul to their children and grandchildren, meaning that Anam Fatha may succeed from a single line for many generations. She worries a sharpened thumb claw. Of course, with all that's happened here lately, I wonder whether my family's line is coming to an end with me. Something else you would know? What are the 6 tribes? Glanfathan society is divided into tribes which are further divided into clans. Each tribe is united by a particular history or way of life, and clans are communities of families that live together. In truth, there are more than 6 tribes, but the 6th largest have traditionally led others. Each of the 6 has a seat here in the Passage of the 6, where we discuss matters of common interest. You saw, for instance, the debate that occurred before the Broken Stone War. She gives you a hesitant look. The 6 tribes are the Keepers of the Stone, Fisher Crane, Three-Tusked Stalager, Stone Bramble, Twice Split Arrows, and of course, the Guided Compass. And before Lecter becomes new resident sleeper. No, I'm not going to fall asleep, but I'm closing my eyes when I don't have to read to try and combat a little bit of the lightheadedness. But don't worry, I'm not going to fall asleep. If I tried to do a 24-hour stream, I would probably fall asleep. I'm just going to ask right down the line, who are the Keepers of the Stone? They are the first and oldest of the tribes. When they first sailed to Erglanfath, they met the builders, who gave them the cornerstone, and those words you quoted, as a token of friendship. Many of the tribes, even among the 6, look to the Keepers for guidance and leadership. Their long history grants them a place of honor in our society, though it has also made them more conservative, in my opinion. I'd like to hear about the Fisher Crane. A mostly Orland tribe from the Thane Bog. Most of the sites they guard are half buried in the wetlands, and even the other tribes couldn't tell you where they are. She crosses her arms. They are not the most renowned of the tribes. I think renowned is what they meant. But they are the cleverest and subtlest. Say what you will about the berserkers of the Three-Tusked Stalager. I'd rather face them than a Fisher Crane ambush squad any day. They're named after a long-necked bird that lives in the bog. It can stand motionless for hours, waiting for a muck frog or a spotted salamander. But when it strikes, it's faster than anything. If you do, I would caw so loud. Speaking of, did you fix the volume? I did it yesterday between the streams. So, everything is quieter. Some got dropped way farther down, but they should all be of roughly the same volume. And now I know not to trust chat when they tell me that sound is good. Because I based them all on Margle, and you guys were like, yeah, Margle is fine, the volume's great. Fun cat story. My cat hates vacuum cleaner, and now she's sleeping in its box. Aww. That's cute. Does she know that that's the house of the vacuum cleaner? Kitty. Alright, tell me about Three Tusk. She laughs and shakes her head. Same as everybody. They're fearless maniacs and they want everyone to know it. They're considered a wild bunch, even among Glanfathans. Many of their territories have seen the most conflict with the Estermorn, and they don't forget it. They don't want anyone else to do so either. They inflicted and bore some of the heaviest casualties in the wars with the Estermorn. In fact, there was a rift within Three-Tusked Stalager after the War of Black Trees. Dozens of clans broke away from the ravaged lands and retreated further into the Deerwood, joining whichever tribes would take them. Broken Tusks, some call them. The majority of the tribe dug into the half-burned forests to hold the line, and many respect them for it. Yeah, it's lower. I made it so that the sound effects don't drown me out, so if I'm trying to say something, like you can still hear them, they're still loud, but you can, if you're focusing on what I'm saying, you can still hear me. When I get the box, she legs it. Same with the ironing board? She hates loud noises and unfamiliar noises, but like loud music is fine. Oh, kitty. Why the ironing board? She frowns uneasily. They've more than earned their place among the 6, but they advocate more conflict than is wise, and too many others are quick to idolize them for their valor in battle. Tell me about Stone Bramble. Mostly dwarves out of the White March. They're one of the younger tribes, formed over the years by trade routes between the wilds and the mountains. They see themselves as genuinely Glanfathan, though, and who can argue with them? Only Fisher Crane defends sites in such inhospitable territory. Personally, though, I'd say it's gone to their heads. They like to think the rest of us have it easy in the lowlands, forgetting that the wars with the Estremorn never reached their mountains. Still, they came to our aid during both. They're named for a tough, thorny little plant that grows up in the mountains. It suits them. Twice-split arrows? Not many are. They're traditionally outcasts and exiles from other tribes. Probably the least respected tribe of them all, but our ancestors believed they should have a voice, so they've got a seat among the six. Most of the other tribes see them as scavengers and bottom feeders, but don't say that to a twice-split arrow. They think themselves survivors, and they're as proud of their tribe as anyone else, she shrugs. They'll accept anyone, and I suppose there's virtue in that. You never know what you're getting with them, though. Some clans will rob you blind, and others will slaughter a lamb for the honor of your visit. What about the guided compass? Ironing board has a little metal rack which makes ungodly noise when you don't hold it, which my mother never does. Oh! And she's like, our cat doesn't like me. Mom, please. Indeed. One of the younger tribes, and not one of the most prestigious. We've tried to keep the peace with the Estremorn, which has earned us the reputation of appeasers among some of our hard-line brethren in Three Tusks Delager and the Keepers of the Stone. We value our heritage as Glenfathans, but we recognize that the Estremorn are here to stay. The way we see it, we can better follow our mandate to protect the places of the builders by making peace with our neighbors. I'd like to ask about another matter. Is there something else? Nope. Goodbye. Save.
Hey.
Hey. Hey. Huh. Hey. Hey. I know she's my mother, but I don't trust her with the cat. Oh my goodness, poor kitty. Poor little kit. And, out of all 3 times our cat went missing, my mother left the window open. Oh, okay. At least she came back. At least you found her. I would probably be furious. Elm's Reach, old song. Let me see what we've got. Find Alarhi, which we did. And we talked to her, but I wanted to see if I could get my reputation up. Oh, that right. Travel with Durance. Confront the master below. The Long Hunt. I don't remember which one that is. But I want to do that next. Let me look at my map. She has to have a window open at all times because fuck knows. That's why I paid for the mosquito net to be added to the window. Yeah, we call it a screen, but unless it's like soft material that was installed. Last time, if I looked out the window a second later, I would have never found my cat. She would have died, probably. Alone and in the dark? That's so horrible! Poor kitty. Poor kitty baby. Burial Isle, Old Song, Elm's Reach. I'm not sure which has the burned trees in it. TVs have screens.
Hey.
Like, I know what you meant. You mean like the stiff, like metal mesh, right? We call those screens. Like if someone has a screen door, it means that that is in a frame. Where does this one go? Old Song. Not sure which is where. Do not try my patience, Estremor. You shall not pass without the permission of the Anamfatha. I come to see the cornerstone with the blessing of the guided compass. The guard scowls and looks at his companion, who nods back. He turns to you again, his knuckles whitening around the shaft of his spear. Always too cozy with the Estermorn. Go then, and mind your step around the sacred stones. I will. Thanks, man. Ooh. Coming over here, coming over there, clicking on stuff. Okay, so we can go now to Elm's Reach or Old Song, not to the Burial Isle, though. I want to go to Elm's Reach first, because it looks like trees. Fell between the building and the garage. When I saw her fall in, she was holding on until she lost her strength. Then we knocked that part of the wall down so she could come out. No, I don't remember this story. Poor baby Kit. Poor little baby. Alrighty, so sorry about that, guys. My computer blue screened out of fucking nowhere. Luckily, I had just saved, so I don't think we are missing much. I don't think we missed very much. Other than, you know, a few minutes of me doing stuff. Doing stuff meaning, like, it took away time from me playing the game. But that's okay. We didn't have a ton of time to start with. Where's it gonna put us? Anywhere? Someplace? Okay, we're just waiting. There we go. Alright,
Hey.
Let's come back over here. I'm just running fast because alright, we'll go through this conversation again. Come, let me through. Cool. And I'll quick save here just in case. And I decided to go to Elm's Reach. Wish me luck. I don't think it had anything to do with the game. Because we had loaded in. And then just, it pooped. Okay. Oh, pretty. Look at our little kitty. Alright, you can stop running. Bear companion. The great lioness has grown old and no longer has claim over the sacred lair in Galawain's maw. Size and age cannot best skill and cunning. Who's in here? Let's go in this place. We have just enough time to do, like, next to nothing. But I can't stop with this game, so... We just came in somebody's house. We're gonna look around. The blankets are soft. Wreath of straw woven with animal bones hangs from a shelf. And we're not gonna steal your stuff. I just wanted to click on it and see what it was there. Okay, well this is not stealing. Erglonfoth, Part 2. Conflict and Unexpected Alliance.
Hey.
Hey. Hey. Hey. Okie dokie. There's a protector. Tribesman, huntress, stag companion. I'm gonna save. Okay. So that goes to the places we've been, not to the Burial Isle. Burial Isle. Burial Isle. Who's in here? I'm just going around clicking on stuff. Wooden box with some milk in it. Camping supplies and some alcohols. Let me see it. Let me click on it. Clickety click, click, click. Alright, can't click on it. Cute little houses, though. I like them. I like them a lot. Dark Omen. Even the Delemgun could not stop him. He's just a man. Powerful, but just a man. I bet they're talking about the dude I'm looking for, Theos. Theos. Hall of Warriors. Glenfathan Home. Okay. I just wanted to make sure I wasn't getting into any, like, really intense story-related stuff, because we've only got 5 minutes. We've only got 5 minutes, so that's enough time for me to, like, wander around a good portion of this area. The fire gives off the thick, rich odor of burning peat. What did peat do to you? Nature's Embrace. That's cool. I think we have that already. Stealing. I don't want to steal your cabbages. I love how people in video games just let you, like, come into their house. They just let you come in and, like, muck with them. Blood moss. Can I get in there? No? Okay. So, I'm probably gonna leave the Hall of Warriors alone. More blood moss. And I'm gonna explore the rest of the place if I can. Tir Evron. Oh, no, that's the place. Blood Sands. There's a lot of shit to look at in this area. I guess we're going to the Warriors. I always liked that about Gothic. Janky games in a lot of ways, but people would get pissed if you were entering their homes. Yeah, it's always a nice touch when people behave the way that people would, you know? They just got these scary kitties everywhere. All the scary kitties. That's when I pierced the giant Stalager with my spear right through its heart. Oh, Arthwin, I wish I could have seen you do it. Brutal. Do you see what you get, Carla? Do you see what you get when you mess with the warrior? That stupid line. Oh, it's so dumb. I love it. Alright. We're going in. 3 minutes. I think, depending on how much is in here, we can look at a lot of stuff. 3 Tusk First Blade. And Warrioresses. The table is scarred and stained from years of use. Years of use, scarred and stained. Ooh, that was a revive scroll in there.
I can do that.
I also think it's funny in this game how they let you unlock stuff and open it, but as long as you don't take it. It's very funny.
That's settled.
I just wanted to see what you were packing, that's all. The crates contain the few necessities of a Glenfathan traveling party. Furs and blankets. Hello? Sturdy hide clothing and gifts of carved Audra. And a little tabby kitty named Pumpkin. You never played Gothic? You played Draken and Hexen. I don't know any of those games. Ooh. Though simple and unadorned, the blades are made of sharp and finely tempered steel. So, I don't think we're going to have time to talk to this guy. Because we have 2 minutes left. So, I'm going to quick save right in front of his face. And I'm going to make a proper save. Here. And when we come back tomorrow morning, that's 11 Eastern, we will talk to Simoke. She called him like Simowak or something really ridiculous like that. We'll talk to him, and we'll continue exploring this area and see where the rest of the game takes us. I know that we're closing in close-ish towards the end, kind of. And, but I don't know when exactly the end will be, which is nice. And, when I hit level 11, I'm gonna go back and try to fight the dragon. I'll try to fight the dragon when I'm a little bit higher up. Anyway, what am I planning to play when this is over? It depends on when I finish it. So, if I finish it before I go to TwitchCon, which is next Thursday, not this Thursday the 12th, next Thursday the 19th. If I finish it before then I'm going to play, actually I don't know what I'm going to play in the morning versus the nighttime, but I want to play Horizon Zero Dawn. But I don't know if I want to do that one at night versus the day, or what. So I have games that I can play, and I know that nighttime, when I'm finished with the Strong Bad game, I'm going to do scary games. I'm going to do scary games at night, and then maybe some in the day, depending on... I don't know when I'm going to finish the game, so it really depends on how much time, because I don't want to start a game before TwitchCon and then leave. I will if I have to, but if I don't have to start a new game... and I can just, like, neatly wrap this one up right before I leave. That's even better. And then I want to do scary games. Or, like, mindfuck games. In the night times. So, depending on... I guess it really just depends on when I finish it. I'll try to sneak a game in if I can. But I'm also limited as to what consoles I can use, because Fred's been playing Destiny on the PS4, and a lot of the games that I have are on PS4. I have a perfect scary game for you, real life. I like real life. I can't wait to go to TwitchCon and see all my peoples in persons. It's gonna be great. But anyway, long answer is that I don't know. You like Horizon Zero Dawn? Another Berseria game? Maybe. I might be in the mood for another Tales game. I have Zestiria and Vesperia still to play. But I might be ready for a Tales game at that point. We'll have to see. I really honestly couldn't tell you. The easier thing to tell you would be what games I'm not going to play. But basically my answer is I don't know. My answer is I'm not sure. I'm not sure. But in any case, I will see you guys tomorrow. I hope you have a great rest of your day. And I will be on day-night time later today. I think it's 8 p.m. Eastern? I think it's 8 Eastern is when it starts. But anyway, I'll host the channel. We're going to play Pictionary, which I love. So, looking forward to that. And I love you, and I hope you all have a great day. I'm going to get some food and then just kind of try to rest. Or more likely, I'll like rest for a half an hour and then keep working on the stuff that I've been working on. But in any case, I'll try to rest so that I'm not so sleepy. And I gotta start Spotify. I will play you a song. play you a song so that I can say goodbye. I'll just play a good song. I don't feel like a new one. How about... What's this one? I don't even remember this.